What it is, what it do, man. It's another Tuesday night soul source, and man, do I have some shit going on for you. It is never a dull moment when it comes to the sneaker community, um, the community, the culture, and everything that is encompassed in the things that we do and enjoy as a whole. But it is always, and I'm being honest when I say this, there is always some weird ass shit going on. The shit seems manufactured. It's a lot of times it's so crazy. It just does not make sense to me. And I know uh I'm not the only one that feels that way. But before we get into anything further, man, I just want to give a shout out to Rejuvenator, man. Y'all know Rejuvenator is the brand. If you fucks with the man, follow the plan, click the link down below, and Rejuvenator will have everything you need to keep your shoes on go for sure. Hey, Rejuvenator, man, link in the description. If you don't see it, you'll see it after the live is over with. You'll see it on the playback. What's going on with y'all? What's going on, man? What it is, what it do, man? Of course, I probably should remove that little ticker at the bottom because it's not my birthday. But fuck it, it's my birthday week. We'll go there. Well, it's my birthday month. I'll say that. We'll just go with that. From Bricks to Kicks, today, your average sneaker guy said, "Where is HG? LOL." Man, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm sorry about that, man. There's my boy. Hey, what's good, man? Salute to the family, man. How's everybody been, man? How was everybody's week previously? It's been a lot of, in my opinion, good things that have happened in the sneaker community. Well, I won't say sneaker community. I would say it's a lot of good things that happen within sneaker releases without, including the bullshit that we're gonna talk about tonight. But I mean, I'd say it's a lot of good things. And dare I say, August might be the best month of the year as far as sneaker releases. I don't know what other month will be able to compete with August, but August has been lit with a lot of good shoes, man. And I'm extremely excited about that because every year, normally August is a bullshit month for sneaker releases. Every year for the past 4 or 5 years, and it sounds like man, that kind of make me sound like I'm sneaker depressed or like real bitter or something like that, or I've been waiting for some kind of sneaker messiah. But every year for the past like 4 or 5 years, August has had a lot of promise. And then when August comes, they deliver with a whole lot of bullshit and nobody is excited about it. He said, from Bricks to Kicks, said, "Hey Mac, you want to buy a sundial?" A sundial? How I'm gonna get it? I mean, like, if you can get the sundial here, and it's like for sure a sundial, and it ain't ugly as hell, and then hey, I'm like, oh, the shoe. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Oh, you talking about them joints up there? You talking about them joints right there? Oh, the shameless plug. My boy has officially made it. uh, you see, Nike came out with a Yeezy foam. No, I did not see that. I did not see that. Or if I did see it, I didn't know. But I know for sure, that Yeezy dropped Yeezy foams because that's one of the shoes that he was able to keep that was under his name when he left Adidas. But other than that, no, I ain't heard about Nike doing. But I mean, Chris Brown did a Adidas version of Adidas' slide that little architecturally weird looking Adidas slide that they had that I almost bought. I mean, they were pretty dope, but like, I don't know. At that point in time, the hype for slides was ridiculous. And the reason I know the hype for slides was ridiculous. And hey, say what we want, hate them or not, Kanye made a lot of things like super famous, super popular because I wasn't even thinking about slides. I hated slides until Kanye dropped his slides. And when he dropped his slides and everybody made a big deal out of them and everybody started talking about, man, slides is the way to go, man. Slides are so fucking comfortable, man. Yeah. It made me give slides a second look. Because the reason I used to hate slides was because they would never stay on my feet. And I was like, the only way I get some slides is if I get the one with the Velcro strap, like I'm in the classroom with the carpet on the hallway. I said, the only way I would do it is if I get those kind of slides and I can strap them down tight enough for them to stay on my feet. But, hey, you know, Kanye changed the slide game. But I'm going to have to check those out, man. September about to be dope. I don't know. I'm going to have to check. I haven't looked at September yet. But I'm going to have to check out September later on down the line. But August is going to be hard to beat. I'm going to say that. Now, it's not like the way I look at it, unless there are going to be releases in between that just like are going to arbitrarily pop up. The way I look at it, August has at least, let me see, it muted it. No. Let me make sure. Let me go on the back end of the tube. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I know I got. Let me see. Let's check this out. Oh, okay. No. It's not muted. It's good. It's good. Um, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah. But just looking at the list, and that's what I got up here, the list for August. Just looking at the list, and um August has a few good choices, at least a handful. And y'all know how that is. Because I was looking at the list for a little bit, and I wanted to say that the Aqua 8s were on the August list, but Aqua 8s might have been in July. I don't know. Aqua 8s kind of felt like August, but I think it was in July, man. I might be trying to steal one. Yeah, from Richard Kid said from the shoes. It's a 1997 Hercules movie reference. Oh, see, I don't know nothing about that. You just put me on to something. The only reference I know is from that movie where everybody turned dumb or something like that, and everybody was wearing Crocs in the future, and that seems like the future in that movie has become our future because everybody wear Crocs everywhere, and a lot of people turn dumb. Bro, at the day of release, tell me why all the backdoor roaches on Whatnot selling the pink joints acting like they just escaped Packer. It's like, so Whatnot, you won't catch me on Whatnot. And what's the other one? Like they both yellow. Whatnot and some other joint. Y'all know. I used to know what it was, but like all of that is bullshit to me. All of that is bullshit to me because a lot of people troll bid, a lot of people scam on Whatnot, sending fake shit. And if you get fake shit, you have a tough time trying to get your money back because nobody wants to hold accountability. So, and I mean, and we know that from like 3 or 4 years ago, or around the time when Whatnot started, when the little dude that Trippin used to make fun of all the time about, with his girlfriend was selling fake stuff on there. So like stuff like that, I don't trust. And of course, now nowadays I'm on the bandwagon of there's a whole lot of stuff that goes on in the community that I don't trust. And to the point of the thumbnail, Hey, I got a strong reason not to trust a lot of that shit. But um Ever said, nah, slides always been popping. I wear mine 95% of the time. That's because you hoop average. You hoop. Slides is popping for hoopers. Hoopers and hood rats. Now, like any other time, I wasn't seeing nobody in slides. I would see girls in sandals, but I wasn't seeing nobody in those slides. And then even then, like, was I seeing like, and then even then, like the alternative to slides for hoopers was like just walking in your socks, walking in some long socks. I don't know, but I've never been a fan of slides. Um, the resellers, money bros, hella desperate right now to get off the inventory before it tanks after this scandal. Man, you know what? I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that. The Bluetooth came on my headphone. Oh, Idiocracy. Yeah, yeah. Hercules is a hilarious movie. It's a Disney Renaissance era film that doesn't get as much credit as the others. I just filed a charge back on whatnot. If anything I got was fake, and I still keep the fake shit to burn. I don't, you know, a lot of times I don't even be wanting to go through all of that because, like, after a while, if you start to file too many chargebacks with the same company, your bank or chargebacks in general, your bank will start to decline it, and they'll just question, why do you keep doing this shit? You know, they'll keep calling you um insane. You know, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. So I've only ever done one chargeback in my life, and I can't even remember what it was for, but I'm pretty sure it was sneaker related. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it was sneaker related that I did a chargeback through my bank or PayPal. Now PayPal, I love PayPal. I don't fool with anybody else other than PayPal. If people ask me, "Do you got Chime, Cash App?" Hell no, I don't have none of that shit. I got PayPal because PayPal always got my back. You know what I'm saying? They always got me. Anytime anybody has ever tried to screw me over, whether it was on eBay or any other like purchasing website, and I used PayPal, I don't care what it is. PayPal be like, nope, get get a man his money back, and they always took care of me. And I used to hear horrible stories about like people shopping on eBay and stuff like that, and I had never had that experience. Now I did end up one time buying some, and this was before authentication. I did end up buying some fake Travis Scotts, the Mocha Highs. I ended up buying a fake pair of Travis Scott Mocha Highs, and it was off the strip. Like they were at a low price at that time. They weren't like crazy numbers. They were still within like the $600 price range. And I had found a pair that was like 425, 450, which was still expensive, but would have been like a really good deal for both parties. And I was like, at 400 and something dollars, you know what? I'm willing to just throw it out there. If it don't work, I know I'm gonna get my money back. Um, and I got the pair in, compared it to my homeboy's pair, found out they was fake. Hit the dude up before we had got anybody else involved, and the dude was trying not to give him my money back. And I had asked him, I was like, "Are these fake? Where did you get them from?" And he was like, "No, nah, they're not fake. I got them. My cousin picked them up from such and such drop." And I'm like, "Okay, we gonna see." And yeah, PayPal was like, "Nah, man." I told them that these shits is fake. They was like, "I." A girl answered the phone that was a sneakerhead. She was like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend loves sneakers too." And she was like, "We gonna get you this money back. We gonna get you this money back." So I was like, "Yeah, man, bet." Slides pop for people who respect comfort. You tripping? Now, okay. So you might, I mean, I'll grant you that. Slides are for people who respect comfort, but how comfortable are slides really? Slides ain't more comfortable than them Skechers Stride, right? Slides ain't more comfortable than them what them new shoes that everybody like, them nurse shoes, they ain't more comfortable than them. They ain't more comfortable than putting some Dr. Scholl's in your shoes. So how comfortable can slides be? Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I got some Nike Comfort 2 slides. It's got the memory foam in the bottom of the slide. They made two versions of those slides, and they haven't made any yet. And I've been on a crusade trying to get another pair of those slides. Now, the ones I got, they not beat up, but I don't want to beat them up. I don't want to beat them up any further than I have because I don't want to see the day when they are no longer, because they are so stupid comfortable. I remember I found a pair in my size, but somebody wanted like $400 for them, and I was like, "You out of your damn mind? $400 for some slides? Hey, you can slide this shit on up out of my face and keep them where they at." But I mean, look, I'm not at the age yet where I need comfort for my knees or for my ankles or for none of that. And I don't know, it could be genetics. It could be genetics. But like, shoe comfort is not at the top of my priority list because honestly, I could put on a pair of Jordan 1s and be like, ooh, dang, they comfortable. Or they're comfortable enough for me. Now, like, I could also put on a pair of Jordan 12s and notice the difference in comfort between 12s and 4s. Of course, because the 12s were the first time they put a full length Zoom Air unit in a Jordan. But I mean, look, I like comfort is not at the forefront of my thought when it comes to shoes. Like clothing comfort is more so my thought. But I mean, that's just me. I might be crazy. Like you said, I might be tripping. I could be tripping. I could be crazy. Like all the above. You know, can I get not A, not B, not C, but D for all the above as the answer for 1,000? You know what I'm saying? The worst person selling fake shit on Whatnot is Blazing. That's exactly who I was talking about. I didn't want to throw his name out there like that because I don't really give a fuck about him like that. But that's exactly who I was talking about. And Not Tripping called him out as a woman. Allegedly. I've charged back both Yeezy and StockX. I don't play with my money, so I always think before I make a purchase. Facts, I only go through PayPal, period. Yeezy slides are king. You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. My Nike Comfort 2 slides are, or I thought they were the most comfortable slide I had ever felt on my foot until I actually got a pair of Yeezy slides. And because I wasn't going to pay resale for Yeezy slides, I just thought I was going to pay resale for slides. But when I put them slides on feet and I walked on carpet, and of course, and y'all might say, oh, okay, yeah, it's easy to feel comfort when you putting on something new on carpet. But I went from carpet to hardwood floor to tile, and I was walking on sunshine. And I knew it felt good. And I was like, I can almost understand why people wear their Yeezy slides outside of the house. But that ain't gonna be your boy HG because that's a little too hood for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. To each their own, but that ain't for me. Yeezy brought the slides back for $20 from Bristol. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeezy slides are right now on Yeezy.com for $20, as well as some of his new shoes and joints like that. I triple authenticate any shoe over $300, as you should. You should know. Well, you should know a little bit of what you're getting into, because I see a lot of people that have no freaking idea what it is they getting into, and they just be buying shit. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when I say I see this stuff. I'm always in the toxic zone. I got my gas mask on, waiting for some bullshit, but I'm always in the toxic zone of Reddit. And you'll be surprised how many people you see that buy, like, shoes are clearly fake. Like, I saw a pair of Travis Scott One Lows. Somebody was either trying to inquire about or was getting ready to buy, or I don't know, already bought. I guess if you're getting ready to buy it, you're inquiring about it. That's the same thing. But I saw somebody that was looking at some Travis Scott One Lows, the Mocha Lows, the first Travis Scott One Lows, the Cactus Jack logo on the heel was jacked up. The Wings logo looked like a blurred PDF file, and then the brown around the shoe looked like tree bark. And I was like, "You come on now, you knew this shit was fake. You can't be serious in asking this question." And a lot of time, okay, and it might just be my mindset. I don't like to get into anything that's going to cost me a lot of money without doing my research. I don't understand how y'all can just jump into stuff that's going to cost you a lot of money without doing your research. Now maybe 40, $50, okay. We can stand to lose that. Or in my mindset, you can stand to lose that. But when you start getting to like one, two, three, four, $500 plus, hell no. I'm not finna just blindly jump into something like that and put my money up like that. I don't gamble. I don't even damn gamble. So I mean, I shit. Always do your homework. Always. A way to find out someone is scamming, ask if they take PayPal. If they say no, they scam. Facts. That's how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. Or they'll get to it. They'll do now where if they say, yeah, we take PayPal, but you got to do friends and family. I'm like, hell no, hell no. I don't care if you are trying to avoid taxes. The thing is if you stay under a certain amount throughout the year, you'll be good. And then 9 times out of 10, we got so much shit going on. Ain't nobody paying attention to the kind of transactions you do on PayPal anyway. And but yeah, people tell you do friends and family. Nah, hell no. I'll go ahead and pay for the goods and services. I'll go ahead and pay you the little, what is it, like between 3 to 5% fee for goods and services. I'll pay that too. Just give me that goods and services. So if I find out you trying to screw me over, I can get my money back. I'll even send you your shit back. I will send you your shit back. I've done it plenty of times. I don't know why people get scammed and don't want to send people their stuff back. Now, I can understand if it's a fake shoe and you don't want anybody else to be scammed and getting fake shit. Then yeah, I can understand that you might burn it the fuck up or be like, yeah, nah, you ain't getting this shit back, but I'm gonna get my money back. But at the end of the day, man, I ain't never had no problem with, giving people they bullshit products back. It ain't no problem for me. Here, take this shit. I don't want it. I can't do nothing with it. No, it just depends on which slides you're talking about. Those, my Air Max slides, I'll put up against any shoe when it comes to comfort. And like I said, I don't doubt it because, like I said, my comfort two slides, they more comfortable than a lot of shoes out there. They were so comfortable, it made me like rethink what comfort was and why I had never really thought about comfort when it comes to my feet. Those some comfortable slides. Yeezy slides is another one. That's some comfortable slides that made me kind of rethink like my Nike slides and what comfort actually is. So I mean, look, I'm not doubting it. I'm just saying in my anecdotal experience. Oh, that's a big word, man. Put it on your calendar. Anecdotal. I ain't get that off no calendar. That's just like hearsay, man. That's just my vocabulary. But from my anecdotal experience, I have never seen a lot of people wearing slides. And I played sports, so I've been around athletes. Now, I didn't play basketball, but I played football. I played baseball. I did fencing. And I just didn't see very many people wearing slides. I either saw people going barefoot or just wearing their regular shoes. So now, of course, my experience does not make everybody's experience. So hey, you very well might be saying, okay, yeah, you bullshit, man. Like you ain't really been paying attention. But yeah, I mean, even when I was on like the outdoor basketball courts, now I did see dudes with slides, but I saw more dudes just wearing their shoes home than I saw with slides, or they would just meet up with their folks, take their shoes off, and just walk to the car. So I mean, as far as like my slide adventure, yeah, I ain't never really seen a whole lot of people wearing slides. Facts. No one gonna peel me for my bread on my mama. She ain't raised no. I got too many damn shoes to throw on some damn slides. Hey, and that's oh, try rejuvenates. Here, heard nothing but good things. I got one pair for the shower and one pair for the house, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at what average, how many pair of slides do you have, man? Because I like I said, you hoop. I'm pretty sure, and you hoop consistently, so I'm pretty sure you go through a lot of slides. You hoop like you just be going out, on some cool, calm shit. So I'm pretty sure you got like a bunch of slides because I'm pretty sure, man, your slides have gotten work over time. But that's what I'm saying. Like my slide to shoe ratio is probably like 99.99% to 0.01%. And that 0.001% is of course slides. I think let me see. As a matter of fact, let me count. Let me see if I can mentally count it. One, two. I got 3 pairs of slides. I've ever owned in my life 3 pairs of slides. Now, I don't know what that says about me, but hey, family, I'm gonna let y'all check how many pairs of slides does everybody own compared to their actual sneakers collection. I guess that's a good question, man. And do you wear slides everywhere, or is your slides like your go-to footwear for comfort, or is there something else that's your go-to footwear for comfort? It's not about needing comfort; it's about wanting comfort. Well, then I guess I don't want no comfort because I don't know, man. That's just really fucked me up. Need versus want. But I thought a need was greater than a want. Wait a minute. It's too early in the week to be fucking with my head like this. A need versus a want. Like, and I know that's in response to me saying, like, maybe it's genetics and I'm not old enough to need slides and joints and stuff like that be hurting. But like, are you fucking with me? Fucking with Demetrius say, yo, what's good, man? What's good? Not tripping as a pioneer, calling out phonies in the culture. Same with sneakernomics. Not tripping was on a whole nother level. And the fact that like they somehow, I mean, he gave them, not tripping gave them ammunition to be able to get both of his channels clapped. But like the fact that all of those people tried so damn hard. Common hype. I think that's who it was that tried to get tripping clapped. And other people that he used to mention all the time, they tried to get his channel clapped. Now, of course, the fact that he was he promoted reps in the beginning in his first channel, that's what got his first channel tripping clapped, and then he came back with not tripping a little bit afterwards. And with not tripping, I mean, he still kind of talked about reps, but he was more so telling the truth about reps and giving the pros and the cons and then the ins and the outs and kind of really passing some jewels, man, dropping some jewels on us about reps compared to retail pairs. And then he was also dropping knowledge on a lot of what we call culture vultures, or individuals who really aren't about the community, but are more so about the dime, the nickel and dime in us, and getting us, to fall for their bullshit and they manufactured hype. And I mean, I would do stuff like that because I'm borderline in that direction, but I don't have time to be arguing with motherfuckers, as y'all see and as y'all know. A lot of people have tried to call me out, insinuate a lot of shit about me. Like, if I call somebody out, I'm gonna call them out by name. And I'm gonna call them out for legitimate reasons. And a lot of people have tried to like sidebar me and try to punk me on some bullshit that don't even matter. And I hadn't gotten into it because it it don't phase me one way or the other. The fact that like a lot of times I'm not even necessarily specifically talking about people, but people just decide that they want to come at me, lets me know I'm doing something right. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But I don't, like I said, I don't have time for that back and forth princess chatter. No disrespect to the ladies, it's just an expression that's in my mind. But I don't have time for that back and forth shit. I'm not gonna do it all day. But I mean, if you disrespect me, hey, I can't go low. I can't go low. I ain't gonna lie. It all depends on the amount of the item. PayPal calculates that before checkout. Now I'll keep the foo-foo items and torch it on an IG post and tag them in it. I love airing out. I love airing them people out. I ended up, well, not me. Yeah, no, not me. But somebody I know ended up with like some fake shoes. And to this day, I still have them. I offer them up to anybody I know that wears reps and stuff like that. I offer them up to them for free. So that they could give them away or do whatever they want to with them. But nobody ever bit. And I also thought about doing like you said, burning the bullshit content. But I only got one pair of fake shoes, and it wouldn't really be much of like real content. And like I don't think anybody cares about the shoes anymore enough for me to even, try to clickbait somebody or fool somebody into thinking I'm burning a real article. I don't know. I might just keep it and catalog it like that one example of a down point in sneaker culture where, it got so bad that people were doing anything to just try to get some money. And these shoes came from somebody that was like a family member to this person that knowingly knew they were fake and bought it for them. I got my slides in my car. Once I get off work, I pop the trunk, take off the steel toes, and put on the slide. Okay, see, now that's a different story. Let me hold on. Let me salutes to my Red Cup family, man. Red Cup, double cup salutes, man. Boom, right there. Now, I work at a place where they require steel toe shoes. I know how uncomfortable steel toe shoes. Well, no, I don't, because I got them Skechers steel toe boots, and them Skechers got some good ass insoles. I don't care how much we used to clown Skechers as a kid, how trash you might see Skechers majority or main line of shoes. Like Skechers got some comfortable ass shoes, but the insoles were like these like air cushion technology insoles, and they super soft. So when I wore them joints, they were comfortable as hell. Those Skechers steel toe boots were comfortable. I'm talking about like, and I've worn those steel toe boots to the point where like the insoles, I wore through the cushion, and the insoles had like little cheese bite holes in them. I showed somebody my insoles. I think I posted them to my IG. And people were like, what the fuck happened to those? Well, natural wear, brother. Like, I done put in some work. But I can definitely understand like wanting to come out of steel toe boots and put on some slides, like some super comfortable slides. Let your feet breathe, let them air out, let them dogs stop barking, and put on something comfortable that's gonna make you, feel like you're floating. But yeah, I mean, I get you, man. Shout out to all the hard workers out there, man. And shout out to all the hard workers that gotta wear steel toe boots, because that's a whole nother fucking level. I done time in state and I got scared of the showers. Fungus and staph infections be growing in the floors, and I ain't taking no risk with that. Hey, okay. Okay. Shout out to my folks behind bars, man. That's locked down. Hold your head up. I've heard about that. And I mean, I guess it's the same principle when you go to the gym and you go into the showers at the gym. Like, you don't go barefoot. That's just like what the training of the thought process is. You don't go barefoot in any public shower. So slides is a must. So I give you that. about 20. Whoo, god dang, average 20 pairs. And I wear my slides everywhere. Keep a pair of sneakers in the trunk, which with everyone I'm wearing that day. And when I get to the place I'm going, example the mall or event, I put my sneakers on. So yeah, I mean, so how many of y'all actually have like 20 or 20 plus pairs of slides? Like average, I look at you as the exception to the rule. Like I feel like I'm the exception to the rule about like the thought process of some of that stuff. But I feel like you are the exception to the rule for slide. Like maybe at the point when you start doing like footwear content and things like that, you need to start focusing on slides too and throwing slides into your content. Now, I mean, granted, there's only so much you can say about slides, but when you continuously give people updates on slides and like some of the most comfortable slides and some of the things to look for when you buy slides, hey, that's some top tier quality information, because before I started buying them, I did not know anything about slides. I thought all slides were created equal, and I thought that a lot of them looked like shit and were uncomfortable, hard rubber. Like I don't know, but the old school Adidas slides that were almost just like straight flat across. Like those look terrible, and they look like they just hurt to wear. It followed me outside when I hopped out on Apex. Hey man, they tried to nuke his channel 3 different times, filing false copyright strikes, even though all his content was fair use. Well, third time's the charm, because not tripping. I don't think he got a channel anymore. Cam's Kicks is another one banned too. Cam. Now, like, I have never heard anything negative about Cam. Now, I have heard Cam has sold fakes, but I've also heard that Cam has made it right when he sold those fakes. Because again, Cam was that type of person who, I don't know what it is. Maybe he's neurodivergent, but like he just seemed to be clueless when it comes to how to interact with other people and easily manipulated. I'll say that. And Cam's Kicks is just one of those individuals that got into sneakers to just try to find something easy, an easy way to fit in with a lot of cool people or people he considered to be cool. So he did sneakers, and then his father had a lot of money, so he was able to come up with a business based off of that, and also because he saw that shoes were selling. So like, is Cam a culture vulture? I wouldn't necessarily call Cam a culture vulture, because Cam didn't necessarily have a huge impact as far as like how people, as far as the shakers and movers, how people moved around and responded. But I mean, I guess I call him a non-threatening weasel. But I don't know. Like he didn't know much about the culture. He didn't know much about the shoes. He didn't know much about how to relate to other people. If you see him interact with people of different nationalities, and even of the same nationality, he was just weird, but he just seemed to have a harder time with people of other nationalities or other backgrounds, and they would just run all over him. And at some point I kind of felt bad for him. But on the other hand, I'm like, bro, you got your dad supposedly helping you out. You supposedly got people that like are cool with you that was supposed to be helping you out, and they all just letting you. I don't know, man. That whole Cam's Kicks situation was weird. I don't even know if he still does anything involving shoes, because I know he ended up going from his hometown and also opening up another store in like Texas and losing that store. And I don't even know, man. Who trying to speak on your name? Point me in the direction. I had him come to Jesus real quick. Hey man, you'll be surprised. I was surprised at how many people be talking bad on me or doing weird shit. Sock Jig torched. Sock Jig. I'm gonna have to check Sock Jig out. Is that Sock Jig on Instagram or or TikTok. I mean, is it TikTok? No, Twitter. TikTok. I'm stuck on TikTok because I've been doing TikTok content all day from sun up to basically until I got on this live. I have been doing TikTok content. But let me DM me that sock jig, and we'll talk about that too on the live, because that's gotta, hey, it's gotta be part of it. And when I made that thumbnail, Kari, you were one of the first people I thought about, especially when I made the video over on TikTok. I was like, damn, I know Kari like somewhere in the shadows with a Joker grin, laughing this shit up. And I was like, and I gotta be careful about what I say because my boy Kari, I already know how you feel about that dude. And I was just like, I was like, man, I got a politic for my boy. But yeah, I definitely know the Awake situation is just classic scamming. Why do all these scammers want to host Twitter Spaces? They record that content. People really are game goofy nowadays. First, it was the Hawk Tour girl. Now this hot Cheetos twerking crackhead. 2025 is the year of the game goof. Well, Hot Tour, oh girl, that she was like what 2023, 2024, one of them, 2024 probably. I think. Y'all need to buy the Nike Air Max 90 surplus composite toe. I wear them at work since we are required to wear steel toes as well. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of that. Hold on, I need to go ahead and take a picture of that so I can check those out. Because I'm always for some good steel toe shoes, man. Appreciate that, Average. Cheese bite holes. Don't shame them because they hungry. Hungry. Food stands in 2025 hard to come by. Quitting state prison showers are nasty work. First shower I took in that jungle had 2 feet of grass. Oh shit. Hell nah. That's hey. If the people in there ain't enough to make you want to stay out of jail, like the environment is, and that I did a few videos on slides, man. Hopeful reassessment TV. Best, hey, we done made it over there on Twitch. I'm also streaming on Twitch. I'm trying to see if I can get it to stream to TikTok, but maybe I'm gonna have to start. Maybe I'm gonna start doing like release day streams on Twitch. I need to figure out how you can Twitch from your computer so that I can pop up like the website on there, like I do on here. I need to figure that all out. So, because I told who was it? I can't think of who it was that I was talking to earlier today, where they was like, damn, I missed this. I keep missing the streams. And maybe I'll do like twice a week streams, one at like the time that on Tuesdays that I do it, and then like one later on in the week at a later time so that people can like catch the stream and stuff like that. And of course it won't be like the same shit 100% completely, because I know a lot of my family be wanting to like get on the live and speak their piece and share their shit. But a lot of us, we gotten busy now, man. We done got into the space of like our own content creation, which is what it's all about, man. So a lot of times we can't link up. Ain't no beef. We just be busy doing our own thing, man. So for anybody who think, man, everybody got some beef going on, nah, not it. Life ain't always about beef, man. But it's all about growth and changing things for the better. But we in there when you get these stream bots coming through. Shout out to the stream bots. From Bricks and Kick said it's the same name, not tripping. Oh, okay, so has he posted any videos lately? I don't know half of these people selling shit. Stock is hilarious. Follow on social. I'll send you his recent tweet. Okay. She did a crypto rug pull. CoffeeZilla covered it. Wait a minute. So this same chick Been scamming? That can't be. That can't be. Been scamming. Oh, hell no. Yep. Check him out in a bit. Let me see. Coffee, and that's CoffeeZilla. Hold on. Hot Tour did. Now I remember Hot Tour girl. She did it with the NFTs when we were still caught in that whole NFT chokehold, and people was going stupid dumb for NFTs. But I remember she did that scam. She didn't kind of do it. She did that scam with the NFTs. But like, is that, let me see, is that CoffeeZilla on Instagram or X? Um, but uh, let me know. Hey, look, that's a, you know what? That's what I like about going live with y'all. We had a 40 damn minute long conversation about slides. We ain't even got into the content yet. We just vibing, man. That's what the fuck this shit is about. But like I said, August is, in my opinion, the strongest month thus far. Just like real quick, I want to just take you all through some of the releases that have happened in the month of August. From Bricks to Kicks, he cracked a joke about these joints right here. I don't know what the hell these shits is. I mean, they don't look bad. Let me not call them shits. When I say shits, I use the term loosely. No disrespect, but I've seen them before, but they're just not in my wheelhouse of interest. But let me see. So okay, that's 2025. We don't want 2020. Yes, we do. Shit, I'm thinking ahead. I'm in 2026 already. All right, so we had the Jordan Lucas 77s. Now I'm pretty sure like these are dope. I'm not even gonna lie. And excuse the pictures, man. I ain't got nothing to do about these pictures being pixelated or nothing like that. Um, this is coming from, what is it? Sneaker Files, and Sneaker Files don't always have the best quality pictures. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, so they showing off the cough drops. Why did it jump to the cough drops like that? Am I tripping? Okay, so it just went. I mean, it went from showing some shoes. It went from, man, this shit cut me all the way the hell off, and threw me all the way off. But um, shout out to Sneaker Files. Unfortunately, the photos are pixelated. You got the Nike Kobe 9 EM Low Protro white court purples, and these aren't bad. I've heard a lot of hoopers say they don't like wearing white shoes on the court. So I mean, just from like an aesthetic standpoint, they're not bad. Not my favorite. I've never been like a huge Kobe sneaker fan. So I mean, it is what it is. I'll let y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Then, for whatever reason, Nike did a dunk run of like different named shoes, but under the moniker and theme of the Pandas. I don't know, man. I mean, they cool, but like the whole mindset of a panda just really throws me off. Like maybe if they would name something different, I probably still would feel the same way and be like, I don't give a shit about those. But I mean, but they would be better in my opinion. Then you had the Nike Air Max DNs, and I don't know what it is about these like cross trainer shoes, like run gym comfort shoes that people tend to hate and say Nike missed the mark on them. The DNs, they went like ever like the 720s and the 270s and all the other joints in the minds of consumers, and it's like, I don't know, I would say it's maybe like 60-40, where the majority be like, oh, I don't like them, the balance is off, like they really, hell nah. And then like the 40% be like, they cool, I like them. But Nike released in their collaboration with Lego, and you can see like Nike did a Lego set of the Dunks, and they got more sets dropping this year and into next year. But they released these, and these is cool to me. Too much yellow in my opinion, but you know it is what it is. Y'all, if y'all know about the comfort of the DNs, let me know. Then we got the Nike LeBron 20s. LeBron's is aesthetically, LeBron's, they just get worse and worse. Now, every blue moon, and when I say blue moon, I'm talking about blue blood moon. Like LeBron has a decent drop. Whatever, man. Like, yeah, some fuzzy panda dunks. Then you got the Jordan 4 grade school pieces, and they are exactly what they should be, a grade school shoe. Now they're not ugly. I don't mind these aesthetically. Would I have bought them if they came in adult sizes? No, but I mean they cool. They cool. They all right. Then you got the Nike Total 93 Paris Saint Germain. These sold out. I don't know if they sold out because Nike lying, because you know Nike sneakers app does do those fictitious sellouts, and then around November they do restocks, or if they actually sold out where people were buying them. I don't know much about the history of the shoe, but hey, y'all let me know. Then you got the Lucas. We back at the Lucas, what I was talking about earlier. Now these aren't bad. These aren't bad. For all my people who y'all let me know what the consensus is on these as far as performance. But I ain't mad at these. This is a good start, in my opinion, for August. Then you got the Air Trainer Huarache Wolf Grays for all my 90s folks. Like, this is a nostalgic piece. Not bad. I'm not a Huarache fan, but it is what it is, man. And these are pretty interesting. Nike KD 18 Beyond the Game. These kind of remind me of the Yeezy Desert Rats. You know that silhouette. This kind of reminds me of those. Would I buy them? I don't know, man. I'm on a whole different mindset, a whole different wave. 155, probably not. Now, these look like ass. Nike Air Max Muse, black metallic silver. These look like ass to me. In my opinion, these is ass. Shout out to Big Sean, man. Stop. Now burn the mother. It's double time. But yeah, that's just me. That's the one from Bricks to Kicks was telling me about, the sundials. Maybe the shoe is not bad, but the colorway is not my favorite. Nike Air Max 90 Thunderstorms, nope. The Air Jordan 10 Steel 10s, or the Air Jordan Steel 10s with the COVID mask on the toe cap. This is what a lot of people were feeling. This is what a lot of people liked. This was, for, I guess, lack of a better term, a lot of people's hype shoe for the year. Of course, it wasn't mine, but y'all loved it and y'all were excited. Let me see what Brisket said. Not this new one. Hawk Tour did a meme coin scam with Hawk Coin, CoffeeZilla on YouTube, and his second channel, Boyzilla. Oh, I didn't know she did another one. Most of these new GR colorways have no inspiration or originality. Those are so uninspired, but they're for kids. So, hey, that's true. Patent leather pandas fire, lightweight. They should have done them in a high top though. I don't care about mainstream opinion. DNs and DN8s are solid. Some colorways of the DN8s have made me do a double take. That's true. Like, I saw a pair of Volt DNA 8s or DN8s. They were fire. They were fire. A Volt colorway. I even thought about buying it myself, but like, to me, spending 100 and something, 100 and maybe, like, I think they were like 120 or something like that. Me spending 120 on a shoe, on a DNA, when I know I could get them for less than that, man, I was good on it. But it's still a good shoe. It doesn't take away the fact that it was a good shoe. Given that you might be right, but I want my kids to be saucing in the kicks they step in and not looking like they picked them up at the Goodwill or TJ Maxx. LeBrons are all over the place. They just released 21s. They going back to the 20s. Like, why? And in a little bit, I'm gonna show a pair of LeBrons. No, LeBron is on a fall off. Let me hold on. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something real quick.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
LeBron is ain't. LeBron is not on a fall off. LeBron's have been on a fall off. His shoes are like his shoes have the same effect as he does trying to chase Jordan. Sad, pathetic, and will never be better than.
Don't get mad at me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth. If somebody else should have told you that.
To me, I don't care how good of a basketball player LeBron James is. And he's a pretty good basketball player. And I've heard like opinions from both sides. I've heard the opinions from the side of, well, he's got all of these accolades and he's done all of these things. And I've heard it from the side of, well, yeah, but he hadn't done these things by himself like Jordan did at moments in his career. And I agree with both of them. And when I listen to both of them and I put them together in my own consensus, LeBron just looks sad, especially when you see him play over the years and all of those clips where LeBron is that fell on the you know what I'm saying? Well, he fell on the floor and he got his hand over his face, and then the cameras catch him doing like this. The cameras catch him peeking and then putting his hand back over his, like, you can't be one of the GOATs or one of the greatest players. Like, and LeBron doesn't get it. Like, I mean, either LeBron might get it and just doesn't care because he's got the money, but like, I can't put LeBron as like one of the greatest basketball players ever. Now his stats may say different, but as far as the way he moves on the court and his attitude, I can't put him up there with some of the greatest basketball players of all time, you know, given a lot of the things that I have seen him done on the court. It just pisses me off. And I'm not even like a basketball, you know, fan like that. How do people wear total 90s? They look like hell. They look hella uncomfortable. I don't know. I ain't never put on total 90s on. LeBron got a lifetime deal. There's no dropping him at this point. Shit. Crazy how they gave LeBron a lifetime deal with no royalties. He definitely not Jordan. COVID mask toe cap is diabolical. Yeah, man, that's a COVID mask on the toe of them ugly ass shoes. Hey, no disrespect to hey, I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. I
don't want no problems with nobody. I don't want no problems. I don't want to beef with nobody. I don't want drama. I don't want smoke with nobody.
Anybody that likes tens, that is no shade to y'all. I just don't like tens. Maybe one day I'll like, you know, give a little leeway, give a little slack to a 10 just to say I got Jordan's 1 through whatever I decide to stop at and give them a chance. But like, hell nah, these shits is, again, no offense to anybody that likes them, but these shits is ugly. These shits is super fucking ugly. I'm not even gonna lie. Excuse the language, but nah, these ain't for me. I'll say that these ain't for me. I mean, him as a player, not the shoes. I haven't seen anyone wear a pair of LeBron since 2013, and that's facts. I got a pair of LeBrons. I got the MVP LeBron. What are they, like the 7s or 8s? The burgundy and white joints. That those look good. And I'm finna say, unfortunately, as if y'all don't already know what I'm about to say, but I've never wore them. I've never worn them. I got them when they restocked back in like what was it 2020, 2021, 2022, one of them years. I bought them and I paid resale for them joints. And I don't regret paying resale. I think I might have overpaid by maybe like $10, man. What's 10 fucking dollars? What's $10? But like it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I like them when I got them in hand. I actually did like them, so I mean it's cool, and it allows me to say that I'm not just a Jordan head or a Nike head or whatever you want to say, but that I am willing to try different types of shoes. LeBron's a flopper, but everyone needs help. Jordan had Pippen, Rodman, Curry. That's true. That's true. Eventually, Jordan had to have help. No matter how great he was, he had to have help. But if LeBron played in the Jordan era, LeBron wouldn't last half as long with that flopping shit. That flopping shit he does. I think LeBron is as good of an athlete because of the modern era of basketball and how they do things nowadays. LeBron is something in baby feet. Oh shit. Literally. Bro is not even on my top 10. LeBron is one of the greatest to me, straight up. His accolades far outweigh his embarrassing moments. If I had to look at it objectively, does his accolades outweigh his embarrassing moments? Man, that's a conversation we'll have later, on our own time, man. LeBron is a corpo sellout. His woke BS and meme moments overshadow his career. All of that online chatter is irrelevant to me when I look at his athleticism and skill. I have never owned a pair of LeBrons, Paul George's, Kobe's, or any player that got their own brand on a Nike shoe, except for Jordans. I don't like that argument. If LeBron was in Jordan's era, he wouldn't play like he plays in this era. Same thing can be applied to. No, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Now, you my boy. We here, and we family. But Jordan has always been a monster. Even his teammates hated him because of how visceral he was. Even his teammates hated him because of how dedicated he was. LeBron is more so of a people pleaser. So, like, who would LeBron have been in the Jordan era? LeBron would have been like Scottie Pippen, like a LeBron would have been like a sweet and low Scottie Pippen. And I don't even want to disrespect Scottie Pippen like that. But Scottie Pippen is like the only person that comes to mind because, like I said, I'm not like a huge basketball fan, and I don't know like all there is, or I don't know enough to like kind of equate certain players to other players. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like watching LeBron in Cleveland at his most like, I'm finna man up and do all this. And LeBron's most visceral moments, he was still soft. Like he was still soft as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm not even a LeBron hater. I will say that I'm not a LeBron hater, but like, hell no. What skill? Only skills LeBron has letting other men. Oh, nobody knows because it's a hypothetical that can't be proven. That's true. It is a hypothetical. We speaking in hypothetics right now. Jordan was a winner and did whatever it took to win. LeBron is a nobody who got lucky out of high school. Getting lucky. He said, no way. In my Meek Mill voice, no way. I agree with Gig. I think LeBron would have conformed to that certain time if he played then. Okay, okay. And he team hops when he can't win. Jordan never left the Bulls to his second retirement. Okay, okay. You know, and see, and you know, this is what I see when I see like the LeBron and Jordan debate. And when you look like on social media, YouTube, and I'm an outsider. I'm on the outside looking in. So I'm looking at this objectively. When I see a lot more LeBron fans doing videos where they're like, LeBron fan understands why Jordan is the GOAT and things like that. And them being surprised at the stats compared to LeBron James and things like that. Um, like I said, I have no skin in the fight. I've said it many times and I'll say it again. Like, I don't really care about Jordan. I respect his accolades and things like that. But when it comes to like what I talk about here, which is shoes and stuff like that, I got into Jordans because a lot of the silhouettes I saw I liked. It wasn't because of Michael Jordan, the basketball player. That came secondary for me. So I don't like either one more than the other. So I'm like I said, I'm on the outside of the hey, how you gonna get mad at the club when you can't even get in? I'm on the outside looking in. I ain't mad. Like for me, it is what it is. Like I don't care if you say LeBron is ass. I don't care if you say Jordan is ass. Hey, it makes no difference for me. But let's see. Jordan had team loyalty with his teammates, even if they didn't like him personally. He still brought them 6 rings and an ass load of money, not to mention. Also, LeBron set up a lot of his childhood friends. That's cool. That's cool. That's kind of like the mindset that we adopted later on in the later generation. Like, if you got a heads up, help your friends. But like him helping his friends speaks to him as a person and not a player. So like when I look at them, I look at them as players. And I'm not judging them as like people outside of basketball because I'm pretty sure that, and I would be comfortable saying that LeBron is a better person outside of basketball than Michael Jordan is, because I've heard some pretty shitty stories about Michael Jordan outside of basketball. And like you said right here, I've heard some good stories about LeBron as a person outside of basketball. He's had the same crew around him since high school. And where are all of his childhood friends now? Damn. I could care less about who anyone's GOAT is. I think Jordan is a better player, but I don't make but it don't make Bron trash or all those other. That's true. It does not make LeBron trash because he still accomplished those accolades. And like, hear me and hear me good. Hear me and hear me well. I'm not saying that LeBron is trash, but I'm saying like it just like if you because we no matter how unequivocal it is, we have to compare at some point like the current standard to the previous standard. Otherwise, there will be no starting point. And when you compare the current standard to the previous standard, it just doesn't quite add up the same, and it just doesn't quite hit the same. So, like if you compared a lot of NBA players, and there are some tough ass NBA players, but in the modern era, if you compared a lot of NBA players to a lot of the latter, it just don't. The NBA has gotten softer because I mean you can still be tough and dominant and work within work within, like, I guess I would call it the soft error. But I mean, it's like the flopping. Come on, what is LeBron like 6'8", 6'9", and you flopping and peeking? If you're gonna categorize yourself as a dominant player, and the way LeBron goes in the paint, he categorizes himself as a dominant player. If you're gonna categorize yourself as a dominant player, then be dominant. Don't flop and peak, man, because it puts an objective asterisk on who you are as a player. You know what I'm saying? One of those childhood friends is married to Adele and making millions in sports agency and marketing. I wish I was married to Adele. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Adele is Adele. Adele is a come up. LeBron wore a skirt. I don't know nothing about that. I rest my case. Jordan laughed at him when he saw the photo in an interview. Damn, I mean, well, Jordan is an asshole. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, only skirt men was only skirt men were supposed to wear is a kilt, and that's only if you Scottish. He lost all my respect for that, not because he wore it out right, because he hopped on a trend for clicks without thinking. Sheesh. LOL. Bricks hates LeBron with a passion. It's saying that way, don't it? It's saying that way, man. Oh, I'm gonna let y'all read that in the chat. I'm not finna read that. But August hit with the steel 10s. Then August hit with one of like the most talked about shoes of 2025 and into 2026, the undefeated Air Jordan 4s. Now I haven't received my pair yet. I have yet for them to give me my shipping what is that? That's like PayPal. Okay, it wasn't for my undefeated 4s. I thought we was going to get on the live and I get a shipping confirmation for my undefeated 4s, but no, I have not received my undefeated 4 shipping confirmation yet. Fingers crossed that they don't cancel the order. If they do, the 28th of August is the release on Nike Sneakers app, I believe. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, correct me. But August 28th is the official Nike Sneakers app worldwide release date for the undefeated 4s. All it means is I'll save $200 and get a second shot at getting them if I really want them. The other thing is, when they send me my shoes, I just hope I don't get the jacked up underneath tongue patch pairs. We talked about one pair last week, and then I saw another pair that was jacked up almost in a similar fashion this week. So yeah, I don't know, man. Fingers crossed that everything is good. And people have been complaining about QC. Like, man, just okay, at this point, shut the fuck up about the QC, man. You already knew what you were getting into. Don't complain. If you hate it that fucking much, just send the damn shoe back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's whatever. The Nike Book One Night, and it looked like an Air Force One. I mean, it ain't my cup of tea at 155. It ain't my cup of tea at 80. But these right here, damn, these pair are a bad example. But the Nike Ja 3, now the Nike Ja 3 in other colorways, they look good to me. They look good to me, especially the Halloween colorway that's getting ready to drop. I think it's like October, and hopefully they drop on time so that like when people that get them as an October Halloween release will be able to wear them on Halloween. But we know how Nike does. Those are fire. Those are fire. These, hell no. 125, and then you got the Nike Shocks. I ain't never been a huge Nike Shocks fan, and these colorways ain't helping. And especially at $210, that shit ain't helping either. Then you got the Nike Field General cow print, some cow shit is what they should have called them. Nike Field General cow shit at $125. Here's a good one though. The Nike Vomero Plus Hyper Pink. Fire. I don't care. Argue with your mammy. Argue with your freaking mammy. Those are fire. Here's another dope ass shoe. Shout out to like nostalgia in the 90s. The Nike Air Max Up Tempo 95 Orlando Magic colorway at $170 retail price. I'm not a fan of the price, but $170, and you know, you can't go wrong. It's got that suede mud guard, all white leather upper, medium sized, oversized Nike swoosh, the big bubbles on the joint, and like I said, nostalgia. The Nike Pegasus Premium Playoff Pink, Playful Pink. Nike Pegasus 2025 pair premiums, in my opinion, are fire. Dope. I need the original pair, but regardless, that's just a really clean shoe. Really clean running shoe, and at $220, I don't like the price, but it is what it is, man. Tariffs and shit. Nike Giannis Freak 7 Thunder Blue. What do y'all think about the Nike Giannis 7 in general? I'm not a huge fan of these. I'm not a fan of them, but I mean, you might like them. What I hate, you might love, and that don't make you know, that don't make it bad. That doesn't make it bad. Let me see what y'all are saying. Ooh, the skirts. Oh no. Look it up if you think I'm lying. They dropped big time, sitting around $375 right now for my size 13. I got my undefeated last week. I'm gonna try and double up on sneakers. I might actually try and double up on the undefeateds, man. I actually think the undefeateds are double up worthy, especially compared to some of the drops in the latter half of the year. Because what is this? January, February, March, April. That was the first quarter. June, July, August. We are in the second quarter. We're 3/4 of the way through the second quarter. So at the halfway point of the year, August is heating up, man. August like kicked it off real good. Because yeah, we had like the brick by bricks, but that was like one of two of the biggest releases for that month. And then we had like one in 1 month and one in another month. They've been spread out, but in the totality of the months, August has been lit, man. And that's my birthday month, and I'm proud to finally have a good month in August. And hey, that's all I'm gonna say. Now, let's see, what are these? The Jordan Zion 4 flights, man. Zion is a bum. Nike KD 18 eggplants. Okay, that's cool. The Nike Air Zoom Spirit On Hot Fuchsia. No, thank you. Well, I mean, they're not that bad. They're not bad. I'm not gonna dismiss them. At $190 though, nah. Nike Vomero Plus Sunset. This is another dope one. Nike Air Max 95 Blue Spark. They dropped it August 8th at $190. Man, these prices are kind of crazy. Nike A1 Sequoia. That's not a bad shoe either. And they got multiple colorways in the Sequoias. What the heck? The Age of Gold Iron Man, Nike KD 18s. All right, it is what it is. One of my favorites, Air Jordan 40. This was dope. The 40s are clean and a great addition to the Jordan collection line. 40, I don't care. Argue with your mammy. The 40s are dope. And then you had the Air Jordan 4 Denim Worn Blue. For a women's sneaker, these are clean. Y'all can't like the Levi 3s and the Denim 6s and any other denim shoe and say y'all hate these. Y'all can't say y'all hate these. They might not be your favorite. They might not be on the top of your list. And they might be like a shoe where you say, if I hit, I hit. If I don't, man, fuck it. But these ain't trash. These ain't trash. So that's another one I'm gonna put in the win column for the month of August. Nike Air Tech Challenge 2 Pixel Quartz. These were better in personal in-hand pictures. I'm not a fan of these, but looking at them in personal pictures, I actually like these. These aren't bad. These aren't bad. Then we got the Jordan Luca 4 white cement. Okay. Then coming up on, well, it said they already dropped August 15th, but I don't think they dropped yet. Some of these dates might be a little bit wonky, but you got the Pharrell Adidas Adi Star Jellyfish. And they're supposed to be dropping on the Adidas Confirmed app if they haven't already dropped on the Adidas Confirmed app. I saw somewhere else where the date had been shifted to like the 20 something or maybe like a couple of days from now. You got the Nike Air Foam Posit 1 cough drops. I'm not a foam posit person. So anybody out there that likes foams, y'all let me know what you think of those. Knocked up, man. Drake is on a, I would say downward spiral, but he done fell, like, man, he passed downward. He done fell through, he done crashed through the fucking floor. He done crashed through the Earth's center, and he trying to shoot at the other end of the universe, man. At this point, I don't care. Then you got the Jordan 14 Golf Hyper Royal. The Hyper Royals were dope anyway, and the fact that they transitioned to a golf shoe, clean. Air Jordan 12 French Blues, fuck them. Y'all know how I feel about them, but they're still a nice shoe. Just not a shoe that I really cared about. Let's see what y'all talking about. Thinking about picking up on GOAT if I crap out on the sneakers drop. Might go on the sneakers for a second pair. This really is the Wu-Tangs all over again. Why all these name brand player shoes trying to copy Ye? You know what? I don't know what the hell this thing just did. But Ye built some of the swag, man. It is what it is. Don't even send them back. Flip them for bread and go for another pair on the Nike sneakers app. Ja 3s are tough. I can agree with that. People just complaining just to complain. A lot of times they are. Now, I can't remember which Air Max 95s it is. Speaking of complaining, I can't remember which Air Max 95s it is, but it's a collab Air Max 95, and a lot of them are splitting at the toe. I screenshotted it, I think, because I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about those, but I can't find them. If y'all know what Air Max 95s I'm talking about, y'all let me know. Because I don't know what the hell happened. The Giannis 7 is likely going to do everything but give us a Penny 2 retro. That's why they look alike. Real shit. February was the best month. That's not even a debate. What was in February? You can dislike those fours. The denim blocking is not like any of those shoes you mentioned. They give off a women's Jordan. If Pharrell's name wasn't attached to the jellyfishes, the hype would be in half. That's true. But like, despite Pharrell's name being attached to them, they are. Like, I'm not saying they fire, or I'm not telling you they're a must cop, but in my opinion, they all right. They all right. Ye barely designed a damn thing in actuality. It wasn't a collab. It was the SB90. Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, if you want to say it was a collab between SB and Nike, or subjective, I guess. But you're right. You could say that. You could say it was a collab between the SB and the Nike Air Max 95, because technically SB is kind of their own subsidiary within Nike. But I know what you're saying. But yeah, it's the SB Air Max 95s, and they are splitting at the toe. Like, I'm not even talking about with heavy wear or with long-term wear. They are literally fresh out the gate, splitting at the damn toe. Nigel Sylvester Air Max. Damn. Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 1 Low better with time. How many of y'all hit? Because this weekend from Friday until I guess today was jam-packed. Because we had what do we have? We had the Nigel Sylvesters, we had the Jordan 12, and then we had the Air Max 1000s. But how many of you all hit, and what are your thoughts on the Nigel Sylvesters? Like, would these actually be a thing or a topic of conversation if Nigel Sylvester's name wasn't attached to it? Because I kind of feel, even though I like them, I kind of feel as if they wouldn't be a thing if Nigel Sylvester's name wasn't attached to them. Then we got the Air Max 95 black border, man, that was a basic. Then they brought back the Jordan Trunner. They brought back the Jordan Trunner in the month of August. Hey, it is what it is. And then these shits right here, these bullshits right here. The Awake Nike Air Jordan 5 Arctic Pink. And then they got the Air Max, the Nike Air Max 1000 oatmeals. Now these are, I'll go back to the Awakes, but these are some of the most coolest, innovative things I've ever seen in a long time coming out of Nike, which makes them dope in my opinion. And they had them in the oatmeal and in the black colorway. But like, just up until this point is what Nike in the month of August is bringing. And y'all can't tell me that like there is not more heat than trash that dropped in the month of August. But these shits right here, these shits is like the thumbnail, the main, point of tonight's live. And if you hadn't kept up with the live up until this point, I feel sorry for you, because there, again, all of the shit surrounding the Awake Jordan 5s, the pink pair and the black pair, is so freaking crazy. It just doesn't make sense to me. Literally, they always trying to channel his color scheme into their shoes. Nigel's are played out too. He came and went fast. Damn. Same with the phone runner trend. Nike was hella late to the party with them joints. So like Adidas did do the 4D shoes maybe like 3-4 years ago during like the COVID time. And I think Nike tried it before. I think before Adidas actually released it, but I guess it's not always who tried it first or who attempted it first. It's who was actually first to the finish line. Shout out to Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last. But all of the bullshit surrounding these Awake Jordan 5s. So one of the things is the actual stock numbers. So let me go ahead and look up my my screen, because I want to make sure I had all of this in order. I want to make sure I got it in order real quick. I'll say this really quickly. Stop buying this electric shit. Stop buying these electric cars, because I was scrolling through X, formerly known as Twitter, and I came across this where somebody had an electric Mustang Mach-E. Let me pause that. And Mustang Mach-E's are already not considered Mustangs, and are already considered like the Quasimodo of the car era. But with all of these electric cars, whether it was a rapper who had his Tesla shut down in the middle of the road because he had been rapping about Tesla, or he mentioned a Tesla and Tesla didn't, want the mention because they didn't want people to think that he was associated with them through like affiliation programs and things like that. So they shut down this man's car while he was on the highway in the middle of the road and could have caused an accident, to this right here where the car just like malfunctioned. We can barely get, we just now have been able to get laptops under control and cell phones under control, and we really can't even do that. Like, what would make you all want to buy these electric cars and think like it was off? Let me say, this man's Mustang Mach-E locked up on him, and he rode this barrier for God knows how long. And when this car drives by and shows him, you can see with this. Look at this man; he is terrified. Like, the dude was in the car praying. Like, he had his hands up praying, and then he ended up like smacking the shit out of another car because the car just took control for him. Now, so one of the things that I told y'all before, do not trust these stock number rumors. Do not trust that shit. I said, don't trust the stock numbers for the undefeateds. Don't trust the stock numbers for the Awake Air Jordan 5s. Don't trust the stock numbers for the Nigel Sylvester Better With Time. Look, don't trust these stock numbers, period. There's a lot of things about the sneaker community that you should not trust. We need to get in our minds that, like, we don't need to be believing every fucking thing we hear. Now, this is a content creator called Kay Lee. She advocates for female empowerment in the sneaker culture. She is a female sneaker collector. Well, I'm not going to say female sneaker collector because, you know, there's no need to put that kind of title on it. But she is a sneaker collector, and she also advocates for mental health. So shout out to her. When I spoke about 7,000 pairs a long time ago, and I think Giganator asked me, where did those numbers come from? This is where I saw those numbers. Now, she was seeded pair. Like, she's in there. She's kind of plugged in with like different events and things like that. I wish I was plugged in like that, but she's plugged in, and she was one of the first people to actually show a legit pair of Air Jordan 5 NYC Awakes. And as you can see on the back of the tongue, it says 1 of 7,000. So that's where people got the limited release numbers from. So you had people saying it was going to be a limited release number. Then you had people saying, you know, that's a bunch of bullshit. You know, the pairs aren't numbered, yada, yada, yada. But as you can see right here in this image, she has a numbered pair, 1 to 7,000. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of other bullshit that comes along with these NYC Air Jordan 5s. And it just, I wasn't a huge fan of these anyway, but it's just par for the course, man. It just makes me dislike them even further. But okay, if the stock number rumors weren't enough bullshit to turn you off, this is another one. And I saw this way before the actual release. It said he turned these new Air Jordan 5s into cowboy boots. man, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
Like,
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
in the words of New York, man.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
What would make you want to, like, they already bad. They already bad. But what would make you want to do this? And then he ended up getting a tattoo. Like, oh, okay, those are Air Force Ones he turned into cowboy boots, but still. Ain't no way. And then it gets to a point where is it? Not that, but oh, I know what it is. Complex. Let me go to Complex. That's Superline. Let me see if I can find the article. Complex did a interview with the owner of Awake, talking about the release, and you could just see the air of arrogance and bullshit and fake humility and all of that when he was talking about that shit. Let me see. Complex sneakers is, I think that's what I want. I don't want Complex. I think I want Complex sneakers. Let's go. Where's this dude? Yada yada yada. Blase blase blah. Squaze. Shit, I knew. And something told me I was forgetting about something. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can find this for you. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen for y'all. Stop screen. I'll stop that one. So right here, I think this is the right one. So they got a couple of these up here. So this is one of them where he talks about Travis Scott hit him up.
These shoes that you're like, this is the first person I want to give a pair to, or like this means the most to me for them to have it.
I don't know if there was so much of like it means the most to me, but Travis hit me up, and he hasn't hit me up for anything in a minute. Okay. So like when I released the sneak peek back in March with the lookbook, he literally was the first one to be like, yo, I need those. Like slid into the DM, and I was like, I feel good about this.
Okay. So that was the first clout chasing statement that he made, in my opinion, because if it didn't mean anything to you, then why did you mention Travis hitting you up for a pair? Now, yeah, I don't give a shit about whether Travis Scott hit you up for a pair or not, because of the way he capped on motherfuckers about the undefeated fours, where he was saying, okay, well, you might got the jump man, but you might got the Nike Air on the back, but we all know it's better to have the jump man trying to flex as if like the prices ain't dropped to $500 and the shoe became like an average everyday mediocre shoe as far as the OG release. But still, like, why would you mention Travis if it didn't, mean anything to you? Like, why not mention something with a lot more meaning, like how crazy the community might be going for it or whatever? Oh, I know why, because the community wasn't going crazy for these joints. And then this is what he had to say. Let's see. We'll see what he had to say about the Purist.
Next to an iconic brand. like Jordan, it's huge, right?
Yeah.
So like I wanted, and nobody complained about it. Nobody was like, yo, that A sucks. People love that detail. It was like a ghost A stitch, right?
Yeah.
So I want that to stay in the design language, no matter what project we're working on. And that, once again, that's something that I learned at Supreme, right? So for me, it was important to figure out, like, all right, how do we incorporate the logo without also it feeling lazy, right? Because I think the easy thing to do is like take the logo and then do like a heel hit, right? Or I could have just been happy with the tongue hit and call it a day and leave it as is. And I think most importantly is like when you deal with like a 1, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, you're dealing with purists, right?
The fans are gonna like eat you alive if you mess this thing up.
Exactly. So I also have to take that into consideration because I'm also partially a purist too, like where it's like, ooh, like that might be too much by doing that thing, but when we came up with this idea of basically switching up like that little window compartment and putting the A in there, like it felt right.
Oh my gosh. And even when he says, even when he speaks on like kind of trying to make this shoe good for purists, it just seems dead in his response. Oh my, hey, you did the big thing by like putting an A in the window and all that other kind of shit. Like to me, he just comes like when he said he came from Supreme. And I didn't even know that in the beginning. But when he said he came from Supreme, that's all I needed to know. Supreme is one of the largest culture vultures that I've ever come across. And it's like the most overhyped, biggest bunch of bullshit. Now, is it like cool and all that? I guess, man. Not really. I'm not even gonna fucking bullshit y'all. Like nothing Supreme does is really cool. Beyond, I don't know, beyond like personal reasons. But Larry G said, "Happy Born Day, fam." I appreciate you, man. The whole month of August is my day, man. But like, even something about that seemed disingenuous. And then he talks about bootlegging. Let me see.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I'm flattered. Like, I'm extremely flattered because nobody was bootlegging airships and nobody bootlegged any A6 projects. But if you didn't get a shoe from myself, Hugo, or probably Reggie up at Jordan, and it doesn't say promo on the little tag on the inside of the shoe, you got a fake. And then the ones that are officially coming out through us, there's only 7,000 pairs, and they will be numbered. So if those are not numbered, you most likely got a fake. So shout out to 125th Street. I see y'all. I saw the ones that are circulating out there. There's some wonky A's out there, but make sure you don't get yourself some bootsy Colin versions of these shoes. Get the real.
Do you like seeing people knock off your stuff, or are you kind of like really upset about it, or is it a sign that your shoes become like across the mainstream threshold?
Yeah, like I said, back to like the amplification of
and then even with that, okay, I'm gonna say that's a whole bunch of fucking cap, man. That is with what I've seen come out on social media. Now, true, you cannot trust everything you see and hear from individuals. So you have to take it with a bit of a grain of salt. But with everything you have seen and heard from individual accounts on social media sites and things like that, it just adds up to this guy manufacturing hype. Even the conversation. I forgot where I was when I saw the conversation, but if you look at this pair, her says 1 of 7,000. Now let me go to my profile and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I will show you what I'm talking about. So apparently the pairs according to him, the pairs that are from Awake are numbered 1 through 7,000. Oh, and I didn't know I was still on her profile, but apparently those pairs are numbered 1 through 7,000. And then I guess the general, I don't know if there's going to be a general release pair or a Nike Sneakers app release pair, because like I said, I'm not that interested in them. But apparently those might be not numbered. Otherwise, he's claiming that those are fakes. But let me show y'all this really quickly. So again, y'all see her pair says 1 to 7,000. Then you got this guy, Just Feets, 10 Toes, with his pair of Awake Jordan 1s in a size 13 that says 1 through 7,000. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. How? With her pair saying 1 through 7,000 and his pair saying 1 through 7,000. And then you start to see a lot of people in the comments that got their pairs from Awake say 1 of 7,000. And then the conversation starts heading in the direction of I think this was all a trick to manufacture hype to get people to go crazy for these shoes. Because to be honest, I believe they absolutely let me get my face up here. To be honest, I absolutely believe they knew that didn't nobody want these shits. But because before it came out that these were supposed to be only 1 of 7,000, nobody was talking about them like that. And people were saying that they were ass. They were saying they were ass. Nobody was talking about them until people were like, oh, it's only 7,000 pairs. Oh, well, let me jump on them because, of course, the resale. Hey, man, appreciate it, man. Because, of course, the resale was going to be absorbent for this current market. From Brisbane, really. I'm not getting the disingenuous feel from this guy, but that's just me. I'm curious how Jordan Brand goes about picking local boutiques to collab with. I'm curious too. I have Awake airships, and they are really nice. I'm annoyed how they went about this release. And you know, it's funny that you say you have, and this goes back to my point of disingenuousness. Y'all heard for yourselves. This guy said nobody's checking for Awakes. I mean, airships, but Awake did airships. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. And a lot of people were willing to buy the Awake airships, the Awake and the Amamayer airships. Like I said, this is Awake trolling resellers, pretty much bricks. I was a way for them to laugh at resellers. It was a way for them to laugh at resellers. People are thinking way too much into this. It's just a bunch of keyboard warriors sharpening their space bars. He said, oh man, he said that you come from Reddit. But like it's just so much to me, it's just so much bullshit and manufactured hype around these Awake Jordan 5s. And like if these shoes were actually that fire, now I will give it to them. The materials look really good. The materials look really good, but at the same time, like the materials on Amamayears look really good, but like they're not hitting the mark like that anymore. And that's not to say that there's no relevance to the story, but the mark is not really hitting anymore. And I'm not talking about like the peanut gallery's opinion. I'm just talking about like in general. Like most people are still holding on to these collabs because of the good quality material. And they know like a lot of the general release Jordan shoes are going to be like, in their estimate and opinion, shit quality material. But like, I just don't understand and get why these Awake Jordan 5s are going through what they're going through. Now, you know, the thing that really bothers me and that just really takes it over the top for me with these shoes and just like puts them in the category. I won't say I hate them, but the category of where I just want to turn my back on them and just wish them the best or whatever, like, is the thumbnail. Y'all know, y'all saw the thumbnail. If y'all didn't, y'all about to know. But let me see. Is it on my? Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? So there was a woman by the name of, what is this chick's name? Yeah, I seen or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember her name, but we'll find out in just a minute. But LOL, you may come from Reddit if that lost you. Everyone's just guessing at this point. Nobody knows what's really going on with these shoes. HG, of course, no shots. We're just here having a man. Look, I don't take nothing as shots, bro. You know me. If you know me, like, I know when a shot is a shot, and I know when we just like having conversation and, you know, shooting back and forth different ideas and viewpoints, because that's like the most important thing, is to get everybody's viewpoint. Now, of course, viewpoints can sometimes be like assholes. Everybody got one and they stink. But when you making valid points, I don't take shit as a shot. Hell no. And I try to be level-headed and as unemotional. I take emotions out of conversations like this, unless you just being disrespectful. Trying to make up a word and get it out is crazy. Pause. LOL, no feels, fam. You must be new around. I'm just chilling with HG and the chat. No, that's just bricks, man. Bricks just be going off. Then you know I've been here a lot. You done stream way before he hit 1K. Yeah, all good. But so this chick, let me get this up off the screen. This chick decided to scam hundreds of people out of thousands of dollars, doing giving access to, what is it? The friends and family portal, giving early access. And she was, of course, if she made thousands of dollars, she was selling this access with no guarantee. Now, I would say a large majority of it, I blame on these sneaker thirsty ass dudes, or sneaker thirsty ass people, I should say, because I'm pretty sure women fell for this scam as well. But I blame a lot of this on these thirsty people to just fall for like this false hype. Like all of it just ties into like this fake false hype and this manufactured want that Awake created for these like average at best shoes, and average at best is my opinion, but like they egged this shit on, like, and that's what pisses me off about Awake. They egged this shit on and caused this shit to happen by manufacturing this level of, you know, demand by saying that the numbers were limited when nobody wanted them, when they were kind of dropping like sneak previews of it. Like that kind of shit just really fucking bothers me about the sneaker community. But she was supposedly selling the link to early access to friends and family pair that was supposedly guaranteed. And then when shit went sideways, like Instagram, Twitter, the sneaker universe went crazy. The sneakerverse went crazy. And what's even crazier, and this is where, hey, Giganator, I know you smiling. Like I said earlier, Giganator smiling in the corner. But a social media influencer by the name of Sneaker Fetish, I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with him. And if you all aren't, he's been around for a long time. He started out reviewing reps and then kind of transformed his review into reps and blended it with his style and ability to be able to tell stories into the relationships that he has today with different brands and, you know, his level of popularity. Now, a lot of people don't know about his previous history with reps, and it kind of seems like he just popped up out of nowhere, but, you know, that's all that. But he has ties to this lady, and she even admits it in the I guess the Twitter space thing that they did. And the funny thing is I was on X when he first started this, but because I thought it was gonna be some bullshit, because he has had like Twitter space conversations where it just didn't work and you couldn't hear anything and nobody was saying anything and it kind of fudged up. I thought it was going to be another one of those. So I didn't sit and listen. And when I came across Nice Kicks' thing, to my surprise, you know, he was actually having a conversation worthwhile and he was actually involved in it. So I'm going to let you hear the conversation that Sneaker Fetish and this young lady had. And she doesn't give a fuck. Like, she just does not care, and it's a bother to me. So as you can see, the dude in the funny looking dude in the blonde wig hit me up for pairs and yada yada yada. But it said social media user Yassine Daily. Yassine, boy, y'all should have known with a name like Yassine, they were gonna scam your ass for sure, for sure. Yassine Daily allegedly sold friends and family links for the Awake Air Jordan 5, promising buyers guaranteed. See, she promised guaranteed early pairs. After gaining online cosign with proof of confirmation, so somebody like said, yeah, this link works. She told those who paid that the links would be sent later, but they never arrived. She then stated publicly that she would not issue refunds and claimed the friends and family links she sold were given to her by an Awake New York employee. Awake New York has denied any connection to the allegations and the scammer, as they would. But I also saw, as we were doing this live, somewhere where somebody said like a lot of the Awake Air Jordan 5s were backdoored, which is no surprise to me. But you know, it is what it is. So this is like a diagram was showing the connections between people and everything that's been going on. If you want to go to Nice Kicks and check out that diagram, you can for yourself. And why I'm waiting for him to hit me back. That was apparently a conversation. I have no idea how Lil Baby ended up in that. But I'm trying to get to the sound file conversation. And let's see. I think, damn, they call her Mojo Jojo. Yeah. So this is Sneaker Fetish. This was his personal like conversation space friend chat. He said, "What the fuck happened with the Awake 5 friends and family link?" Oh, Sock Jig. Y'all were just telling me about Sock Jig earlier, so this might be why he had a lot to say. But here we go.
Sneakers. I was like, all right, bet. He was like, niggas was charging 1,600 for 2 pairs or whatever. So I was like, nah, I can get you shoes. It's no problem. Send him the link. He got the shoes. I didn't even get my shoes through the link. I got my shoes through somebody else. So that's a whole nother situation or whatever. And then basically, he made the post. She got lit. I helped a couple people, and the shit just got out of hand. So my whole thing is like, I don't mind y'all having a room. I respect you. I respect what you do. I don't really like. I honestly, I think this is hilarious. Like, nothing no one can say about me is gonna bother me. Like, I know who I am. Like I don't give a, I really don't. I'm not saying I don't care about the situation. I'm just saying I don't care enough to be bothered by any of the shit, because I was doing niggas a favor. Like, that was a friends and family link of a direct purchase. I think the shoes was like $220 each. Niggas is not touching them shoes. Like, okay, so Jit was like, he wanted the sneakers.
All right, so let me break down this first conversation a little bit. So you hear how she said, "I don't care." That seems to be, and for my female listeners, I'm not talking about everybody, but that seems to be the common theme with some ladies: a lack of accountability. She is so calm and callous with saying she does not care about, you know, how people feel, the consequences for her actions. based upon things she promised, and you can hear it in her voice. Like how, where, and when did we get to the point where we've allowed individuals to not feel accountability and the wrath of a lack of accountability? You heard it. And then it's not like she said she said that she was doing people a favor. It's not a favor, baby girl, when you charging people. And then it's not like she was saying that, oh, okay, it's an opportunity to get a pair from the friends and family link, and I'm going to charge you this for this opportunity. She straight up advertised it as a guaranteed cop, in which she did not and could not guarantee a deliverance on that promise. So how the fuck do you figure you're doing somebody a favor? And how do you not care about like scamming somebody? How do you think that shit is funny? And all for this shoe where the hype was falsely manufactured.
I saw him in Central Park. So basically, actually, so I saw him in Central Park, took pictures of him, and he said he would look out for me. So I took pictures of him or whatever. I was very happy because I was trying to get the sneaker. I know celebrities and shit like that, but I didn't want to be thirsty. So I was just like, you know what, whatever, I'm gonna figure it out, whatever. So I'm randomly wearing the fucking yachties. He see me, I see him. We go up. He like the link, yada yada yada.
Appreciate you, fam.
Didn't really think nothing of it. I tagged you. I tagged Jit. So then when the day come, he hitting me.
Now see, here's the thing about this. And y'all heard, she was talking about how she got the link, the interaction a little bit. And she says, of course, because this is Sneaker Fetish's space, she's talking to him. She said, I tagged you, letting you know about this, and I tagged somebody else. So he knew about what was going on. Now, how in depth he knew, I don't know. Did he advertise her? Did Sneaker Fetish advertise her selling these links? That is a question to be discussed, because I don't think they talked about how much his involvement was with her. Now, if he advertised her selling a link to the friends and family pair, that would be fucked up, because I did see at some point he was advertising something about the Awake Jordan 5s. But again, like I said, I don't know, because I wasn't that interested in these shoes. I just was not interested in them like that. But if he did advertise her selling access to the link, that don't look too good, and it makes Sneaker Fetish a little bit culpable for pushing this narrative that, hey, somebody got access for y'all to get these shoes. And with her making these promises. And again, like I said, I go back to saying, listen to how like unbothered she sounds about this. Anyone know how much she was charging for these links? I think at the minimum it's like $100 and something. Like I think she really said she got the link from somebody in Central Park. That's what I'm saying. She was doing everyone a favor by relieving people for all the extra funds to feed her gut. And I'm gonna show you her page. Like, I'm gonna show you her page during the time where all this unfolded. And you damn right. This is why we need to discipline our kids, or they end up like, this is why we need to hold accountability for motherfuckers that come into this space that act like that. And back to Lace's ATL, man, I appreciate you for the birthday love, man. I appreciate you for that, man. I thank you so much. But like, here's the next one.
So then anybody that sent me $100, I feel bad for y'all. That's my fault, whatever. But after everything that happened today, I really don't give a fuck. If you want to dispute the shit, that's cool. But I'm not worried about it. Me personally, to be honest with you, Kari, I swear to God, I'm not worried about it. Anybody that sent me $100, I feel bad for y'all. That's my fault. Whatever. But after everything that happened today, I really don't give a fuck. If you want to,
She said for everybody, she was charging $100 for access to that friends and family link. And she said, for everybody that sent me $100, I feel bad for y'all. But after today, meaning after the backlash she got for scamming, for when people realized she scammed them, she was like, I don't give a fuck. So how do you apologize and then go behind it and say, I don't give a fuck? Which means you aren't really apologetic. You're just apologetic that you fucking got caught, as the saying goes, circa what, like 2015 or something like that. You're not sorry. You're just sorry you got caught. Because her true thoughts were, hey, the money is gone. I don't care. That's on you. You took a chance. But they took a chance with when you promised them a guarantee and you didn't deliver with the guarantee. Ohio said, do y'all think the higher ups actually paid to manufacture this controversy to drum up more interest? I don't think I don't think her scamming people was manufactured, but I do believe, because if you look at the timeline from the end of last year to the beginning of this year, there was no real hype surrounding these Awake Air Jordan 5s. And then when it came down to in true Jordan Nike fashion, when it came down to the last couple of weeks, all of a sudden, boom, this hype exploded for these Awake Air Jordan 5s. When people started hearing, well, what are the actual stock numbers for it? And then somebody just randomly threw out there, oh, well, I think it's going to be only just 7,000 pair. Then all of a sudden, the need and the want exploded. That happened with, now, it didn't really need much manufacturing, but that kind of happened a little bit with the Bread 85s. When people heard there was supposedly only 10,000 pairs, then the hype really exploded. What's another one? Let me see another low key, like basic kind of shoe. I've got one. But I can't, like the Union LA Jordan 1s when the I guess like thought of it being limited popped up, like it kind of built some hype. But for that one, people were still a little bit, too smart for that. But but I mean, we've seen Nike and Jordan Brand drum up hype. Now, the drummed up hype, I believe, led to this. This was not a creation. Well, I guess you could say it was a creation of Nike and Jordan, but not directly. It was just a side effect. Women like this are ashamed of nothing and offended by everything. Bro, you might be cooking with that one, not gonna lie. Ohio, I don't think Awake and company had a hand with this scammer chick and her shenanigans. This is just New York City scammer shit. The confusion about stock numbers could be on them, though. And that's what I'm saying. And she's not from New York. She's from LA. Because on her profile, it says from LA to New York. So she moved from LA to New York. And I guess she just kind of adopted the New York accent. Facts, Jay, she ain't sorry. Give her another chance and she'll do it. Absolutely. And this is not the first time we've seen women scamming tons of people. I've covered women scamming people in the sneaker community on this channel, I believe, at least twice. At least twice. And what I'd have to say is there's good and bad in the sneaker community. Men, just like men can be bad, women can be bad too. And this is just another direct correlation and example of that. And we need to vet everybody. The thing is we as men look at women as, soft creatures, and just because they're soft and, we tend to trust them more. Hey, you can't trust nobody. Hence the title about the culture. Who can we trust? is there really such thing as solidarity within the culture, or are we out there just trying to fend for ourselves? Because hell, I mean, we've seen plenty of examples. 2J's going through the shit he going through. This lady right here, plenty of examples that I've dropped on the channel. Like, I'm starting to really wonder. But I mean, me, the Lone Ranger, the Lone Wolf, I'm trying to change the thought process. We ain't big around here, but we trying to grow. I'm trying to change the thought process and the narrative, and try to get, you know, as many people into this movement. And until it gets big, I'm not gonna stop until it gets big, and we kind of, you know, hold motherfuckers like this young lady accountable. Stock numbers always get people acting. Facts. Stock numbers always either get people wet or get people pissed off and shitting on themselves. And believe me, if enough people report on it, they will investigate her entire life over this. Not giving back that money gonna get her run up in that city. That's facts. That's facts. So like let's go ahead and listen a little bit more, because she's got a lot more to say.
He is acting so crazy, like I killed somebody. It's crazy. Cause y'all don't have shit. Not talking about you. People don't have shit else to do but to worry about somebody else's bullshit. Like, and when I tell you, I don't care. Cause I have both hair, like, and the jacket. Like, I don't give a fuck. I got what I got. I'm just helping people out. And if y'all feel bad, if y'all are in an uproar about me helping people out, trying to, at the bare minimum, because I could tell, like I never had the mind say, oh, like I'm gonna run it up on these niggas. Like, no, I've never had that mindset at all. I really was trying to help. Like, the fact that everybody.
And there she goes. There goes the truth right there. And I'll play it back one more time. But she was like, I don't care. That was one of the first truthful things she said. And then the fact that she said, the fact that these people are acting like I killed somebody, baby girl, Yami, whatever the fuck your name is. No, you may not have killed anybody, but in today's climate where money is hard to come by and things are uncertain and you guaranteeing shit, and all they got to do is give a little bit of their blood, sweat, and tears, i.e. their cash to you for guaranteed something that they want to thoroughly enjoy, and you don't deliver and you scam them. I almost wanted to say something derogatory, but heifer, what the fuck do you mean? Like, what kind of attitude are they supposed to take? If somebody run up on you for your money, $100, $200, $300, $400, and somebody run up on you for your shoes or whatever, and you gonna tell me you're not gonna be upset? And if somebody tells you, hey, don't worry about it, it's just a little bit of money, or it's just a pair of shoes, it ain't like nobody killed nobody, it ain't like nobody killed you, you gonna tell me you ain't gonna have a problem with that? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious right now? I don't care, to be honest, you are the lowest of the low. Like, you are truly a piece of shit. And I know you don't care. I know you don't care. And I hope you see my shit. I hope people put it on Twitter and tag you and clip this shit and let people know what I think about you. I don't get, like, to be honest, I don't give a fuck what you think about me, because the type of person you are is put out for the world. But you are a piece of shit, and you know, karma is a bitch, and karma is real, and she gonna snatch your motherfucking ass up real quick. That's all I gotta say about that, man. And you can feel how you want to feel about it. But then she turns around and doubles, like triple down on it, and says, I got my pair, I got both pairs. I got the black, the pink pair, and I got the jacket, so I really don't care. Look, I'm gonna say it like this. I don't hope it happens to you, but if somebody run up on you and running your shit and steal all of your shit, even those two pairs in that jacket, I'll be like, it ain't like they killed you. I wouldn't rub it in too bad. I'm gonna rub it in. I'm gonna rub it in. I'm not gonna rub it in too bad, but like I'm gonna be laughing on the inside. Like I'm gonna be laughing on the inside because oh my god, like I just don't understand the
Ain't no
mentality.
fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
Like your mentality and your whole thought process on this thing is fucking
What I got, I'm just helping people out. And if y'all feel bad, if y'all are in an uproar about me helping people out, trying to at the bare minimum, because I could tell, like I never had the mind state, oh, like I'm gonna run it up on these niggas. Like, no, I've never had that mind state at all. I really was trying to help. Like
lies.
the fact
Lies.
that everybody is acting so crazy, like I killed somebody, is crazy. Because y'all don't
Lack
have
of
shit, not talking
accountability
about
is
shit.
fucking crazy.
People don't have shit else to do but to worry about somebody else's bullshit. Like, and when I tell you, I don't care.
And she talking like that shit is minor.
Like, and the jacket, like, I don't give a fuck. I got what I got. I'm just helping people out. And if y'all feel bad, if y'all are in an uproar about me helping people out, trying to at the bare.
And she's literally talking as if this shit that she was doing is not fraud and somebody can't take these files and hem her ass up for this shit. She's telling on herself. She's literally telling on herself for fraud.
Because y'all don't
Man,
have
come
shit,
on.
not
So what happens now, right? Like, who has everybody's money? Is it the person from away? Like, where is the money?
I'm not. Listen here. I'm not really gonna speak about that. If you want to know personally, I'll tell you, but I'm not gonna speak about that.
So what happens now, right? Like, who has everybody's money? Is it the person from away? Like, where is the money?
I'm not. Listen,
I think majority of the people want to know, can they get their money back, and how can they get their money back?
I don't have. Listen. I know it's gonna sound so fucked up, but like at this point, all the annoyance and everything I just had to go through these past, like, because this, I guess, has been happening for the last 3 days. I guess y'all can follow this view if y'all want to, but I'm not about to waste my time and go through. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck like that. I'm gonna be honest.
But
I don't
it's a lot of
care.
money at stake, though, right? And I think that's the
Y'all don't even know. Listen, Kari, y'all don't even know. I'm not gonna tell on myself, right? I'm probably incriminated. If you want to be stupid enough, and I'm gonna be totally honest, like if you send a stranger money off of a shoe that you wouldn't get in real life,
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I spend that extra bread. Like I just do that. I just do that. So if you want to do a 50-50 chance of you getting something, that's not my fucking fault.
I think majority of the people want to know.
You gotta be fucking kidding me right now. I didn't even hear that part. I didn't hear that part before I started the stream. And like you said, let me see. What y'all been saying? What y'all been saying? Not giving back that money gonna get her run up in that city. Her voice sounds like a wino divorcee with too many kids and not enough food. If Zeta Kicks had a between that situation and 2J's, when are people gonna realize if it's too good to be true? It probably is. Guarantee is the key word with early pairs that almost ensures it's bullshit. She meeting all the Nigerian princes with this one. She cares because she wouldn't have gone onto that stuff. That's facts. I was thinking that very same thing. That money is spent. You know it is. You know it is. She's really making it. And the thing is what really pisses me off with that piece, because I hadn't heard that piece, is the fact that she started victim blaming. She went from saying, "Oh, I'm sorry that like this happened to you all," to that you might be in a position to where you lost your money, to "I don't care," to what else did she say? Knowing exactly who it is that has the money. And she's just incriminating herself across the board. Incriminating herself and being complicit and knowing that it was a scam to, like I said, victim blaming and saying, oh, well, she basically got in her feelings with what everybody has been saying about her. And she got fucking butt hurt and was like, well, fuck, okay. Y'all want to say I'm a scammer and I was scamming because I was scamming. Well, fuck y'all. And it's your fault for deciding to send a stranger $100 based upon an online promise that you specifically had somebody, back you up on it. Well, here, okay, newsflash to you, baby girl. We send money to strangers all the time, regardless of whether it's a store, or online store like TJ Maxx or GameStop or Culture King Kicks or the Culture Kings or Nike or Adidas. They're all fucking strangers, baby girl. We have to trust at some point. But you know the difference between decent people and pieces of shit like yourself is when they fuck up, they admit to their wrongdoing and they give you your money back. But like Kari said, oh yeah, this bitch done went and had a jet to holiday. She's scared of a FTC lawsuit. Otherwise, she wouldn't have said nothing and kept that yap shut. She can't be too much afraid of a lawsuit because this is just proof enough to put her ass away. Well, now we just gotta wait for her OnlyFans to drop after a few months once she's under investigation. I swear this is a playbook for female scammers. Get famous, scam the people, and drop an OnlyFans. That's what it seems like the direction is going. And I thought about that too. It's fucking crazy, man. That's why we all fam, because to some degree we all think on the same level.
All the
So there's no more sound files. It says Interstate to Nice Kicks Awake New York asserted that they have no connection, of course they would, to the alleged scammer and emphasized that no one from their team shared the link with her. Now, we already know because the Giganator right here. Let me see where it say. But right here. The Giganator already said there's a dude I follow on IG who was selling early links too, or at least giving his link away because he already had a pair. So we already know this statement right here is a bold-faced bullshit PR lie. We don't have any connections to Yassine Daily, nor does anyone else on our team. Nobody who works at Awake NY shared the link with this person. Well, how can you be sure? How can you be sure? And God of Frame said how you can possibly handle this situation for anyone that was affected by the Awake 5 Friends and Family link scam. Unless you paid with Zelle, you can file a dispute. I heard she was taking PayPal. As long as you paid with a card or your bank account, even if it was a gift, you can file a dispute with your bank. If you file the dispute as item not received, she has to prove she delivered the goods. Otherwise, they'll charge back the fund from PayPal and it goes right back to your account. Now, here's the caveat to that. You cried in front of me. You died in front of me. She took your 150 and your Awake 5s in front of me. Oh, shit. And she liked that shit. That's how crazy this got it. That's how crazy this chick is. That's how nonchalant this chick is. And she's been doing that. Let me see. Let me go to my Instagram, my Twitter, because let me see if I supposedly, okay, let me go ahead and find it. I supposedly already had her her X account profile ready to show y'all. See, that was the other one that scammed people. Southside Hype, and it's still on my my list of searches because we talked about that like early this year or something like that. But let me see if I can find it. Because in order to track her down, I had to kind of, use somebody else's shit that tagged her because I don't think she was coming up in the search. Oh, okay, there she goes. And that's another thing. This is how bold she is. She didn't even like hide her account. But that's June 27th. That's neither here nor there. But 2 hours ago, she said was on the 20th floor waiting for you. She also 16 hours ago, she said this has been going on over 3 days. 16 hours ago, she dropped a video saying try me. I think that's Dage Low, where she's just basically telling people if you want to run up on me, come try me. Because I did see a post where Feats and Treats said that because Feats and Treats is from New York. And a lot of y'all should know her. She's another female sneaker content creator. If y'all don't, Feats and Treats is the name. Sneaker content and female empowerment is the game. But Feats and Treats responded to somebody's X comment with, if I see her, I'ma holler at her. And she responded back to that and was like, LOL. And she's just making fun of everybody. I'm so stressed right there. Like, then here's one 2 hours ago. The view from my room is really insane, though. Actually, nice point. People are dense. He said dunce, but I think he meant people are dense. She put that post, I get money, my G. Because somebody said what you recently did on X. I've been in the A 5 days. I shouldn't be still walking straight. I've been in the A 5 days. I shouldn't be still walking straight. I don't know what that means. That sounds stupid as hell. Let's see. But like, a part of me kind of hates that I'm even going to her profile because through it all, she's still getting like the attention and the shine that she shouldn't. But like, people have to know about her bullshit. Now, after knowing about her bullshit, if you still want to follow her, that's on y'all. That's on y'all. But yeah, like, she got to be like the weirdest, corniest, dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen. A large amount of stock was backdoored to resellers for the Awake NY Jordan 5s. They were talking about that. Kari said very soon, or Sneaker Fetish said very soon. But throughout this entire time, she was just talking about going out too sad, LOL. Let me know, fam. I still need my pair. Do you think Link is still going out today? That was her talking about the damn unbreakable hit. Are you broke? I don't believe in yeah. But she's just basically making a mockery out of this whole entire shit. She does not understand that she honestly believes that there are no consequences to this. And I think that us as a culture, we ought to make her feel fucking consequences. And that's sneaker fetish. Somebody made a meme of something that sneaker fetish did, saying how he felt about the whole situation, but we ought to make her fucking feel these consequences. I don't know exactly what we could do as a whole, but we need to do. I mean, people need to do something. Let's see, or she might get lucky and have an AI Al Sharpton do a press tour for, like, LOL, my boy Davon, God of frames. She seems like the type of woman to belittle and yell at McDonald's employees, thinking it makes her a stronger, independent woman. Yeah, hey, this is definitely giving trophy room vibes with Ben Kicks and all them motherfuckers like Ben Kicks and Marcus Jordan. She probably so bold because no one locally fell for the scam. She couldn't have sold to anyone nearby or in real life. I don't know what the hell this chick was thinking, but I just this just makes me dislike the shoe. It just really makes me dislike the shoe. Like, the whole experience is a shitty ass fucking experience, and it's just fucked. The whole situation is fucked all around. It just really pisses me off about that shoe. I'll say this: the Air Jordan 1 shattered backboards drop on the 23rd, which is next weekend. Supposedly the what is it? The off-white Air Force One, off-white non-Air Force off-white, non-off-white Air Force Ones drop August 23rd, the same weekend as the shattered backboards. So y'all, I mean, if that happens, y'all can't tell me that August is gonna be the craziest month. We also get the Nike Air Diamond Turf Emeralds on the 29th. We get the Air Force One Low Court Purples on the 29th. Like, come on, y'all. Come on. But I'm just scrolling through these as I go through them. These are not the fucking Braves colorway. These are the San Francisco 49ers colorways of the Diamond Turf. Like, oh my gosh. People are so fucking stupid. That's above me. That's above my pay grade. I done already got pissed off by one scenario, and I ain't finna get pissed off by another. But y'all let me know how many people are actually going for the shattered backboards. Because again, the shattered backboards, they were hyped up. Then when people saw them sitting, the hype fell, and people started talking about the quality from the what is it? The shop drop and things like that. But y'all let me know, man. Are y'all gonna cop the shattered backboards, or y'all gonna drop and hopefully wait for for them to go on sale like they did back in 2015 with these pair? For me, I'm gonna say I like the shattered backboards, whether I pay retail or whether I get them on a sales price. It don't matter to me. I just want a pair. I can see so many fits and ideas with the shattered backboards. Now, I know y'all are kind of laughing at me in the back of y'all minds and be like, fucking HG don't wear none of his goddamn shoes. Shit, what the fuck he talking about? He can see some fits. Yeah, when he looking at fits for 30 years down the line, I get it. But, I mean, it still doesn't mean I don't like the shoe and I can't like it and I can't want it and enjoy it. The shattered backboards will go under retail once they drop. And I don't doubt you on that. And I'm looking forward to it. With how muddy the waters are, I wouldn't want to see a pair aftermarket. Can't trust any pair that I didn't get for retail. Facts, that's true. That's why you got to triple authenticate the shoes or buy them on PayPal just in case. Shattered backboards are getting copped on sale. So I picked up a couple of pairs. recently. I won't say a couple. I'm not even gonna. Like when I say a couple, it makes it sound like I done just like ran the gamut. But I was able to get some shoes. And I was gonna like unbox a box on live, but I don't think I'm gonna do that tonight. We've been running for like 2.5 hours, which is pretty dope. I didn't think we were gonna go this long, but we got into such like a good ass fucking conversation like we always do. I think I'm gonna do like just like some kind of random live, maybe like on Friday. If anybody wants to join me on live, let me know. We gotta kick back in with the call-ins and stuff like that, and have people, say their piece, because you can absolutely like get a better feel for what people have to say when you hear their voice versus when they're typing in the chat. Because I know it's kind of difficult and a lot of things get misconstrued and misunderstood. But I think I'm gonna do like a fuck around Friday where I'm just gonna like give a random pair of shoes away. I'm just gonna grab a box and just be like, if you wear a size 10 or if you wear this size, whatever I got, then send me your address and you can get them. Or if you don't want them, you can say pass them on, and then I'll just shift it to another Friday where it won't be like fuck around and find out. It'll be like, who want this shit? So like I think I'll do that, and then I think I'm gonna try to figure out in the next couple of days, depending on what's going on, because I got a surgery next week. I gotta go through surgery. I gotta prep for that next week, and I got like packages that I gotta look for. But I think I'm gonna do like live cops on TikTok and just have just like fucking random conversations and just be able to show you all my sneaker collection or some of my sneaker collection. So if you are interested in that, if you have TikTok, you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok. I've been dropping a lot of content on there within the last couple of days because somebody hacked my TikTok. And for about 2.5 months, I didn't have my TikTok, and I recently got it back. And me getting that account back, it kind of lit a fire up under me, and it kind of lit a fire for today's conversation and made me glad that like this chick did some stupid shit like what she did tonight. So that's what's gonna kind of be what's gonna go down for the future. I've recorded some videos. My computer right now, not this one, but my other one that I used to work on is so fucking slow. I need to upgrade it. It kind of stresses the fuck out when I try to get it to do some real work, and that's what's got all of my video editing software and stuff on it. And I don't necessarily want to transfer it here because it's a pain in the ass. But I'm gonna try and edit those. I'm gonna try to be as patient as I possibly can and edit those videos. Like doing lives makes it so much more easier than editing videos and hoping people will watch. But I'm gonna try to edit some of those videos, get those knocked out. I've been trying to cut them short so that like my editing stress level won't be as high. I might just buy another laptop. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I might just buy another laptop to just kind of kick down on the stress and do that. But I've been saying it for a minute. I'm gonna try to drop some pre-recorded content because, of course, going live is content. And I guess with that being said, man, I love and appreciate you all for the love and support. You all have been the best fucking thing, one of the best fucking things that has happened to me. I appreciate the friendships and the support that I've gained over these last couple of years. You don't know how much you all have kept me going through the rough times and through some crazy times. So yeah, man, I love and appreciate each and every one of y'all for everything you do for me. It never seems like I can give back enough. And my thing is I'm trying to give back as much as possible. But with that being said, man, we're going to head out, keep grinding, don't lose faith. And above all else, understand nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way, and dream hungry. Until next time, I'll catch you all later. Peace. peace, blessings, and keep doing your thing. Absolutely, man. Larry G, smash that like button, and I appreciate the prayers for the surgery, man. Gigginator said if you go live Friday, I'll swing through. I can unbox some stuff too, man. Hey, so hey, y'all might want to. I might go live Friday. That might be something y'all want to see. And we out.